Village of Okuta, a lush African jungle with a small remote village, Okuta, nestled in the clearing, traditional thatched huts, children playing, smoke rising gently from cooking fires, sun setting in golden hues. Deep in the belly of the winged jungle lay the village of Okuta, a place cradled by nature, protected by spirits, and ruled by ancient taboos. The drought, the once fertile fields now cracked and dry, villagers staring at withered crops, emaciated goats, an empty water jug tipped over in the dust. But when the rains forgot the land and the river dried to a whisper, the village turned desperate. The elders' decision. 6 elder men gathered around a sacred drum, candlelight flickering on their aged faces as they argue and gesture toward a carved map of forbidden hills. Against the warnings of their ancestors, the elders did the unthinkable. They opened the path to the Nunba hills. The awakening of the Nunba, black mist slithering out of the hills under a full moon, forming into towering skeletal beings with bone masks and glowing eyes. That very night, the Nunba awoke, ancient spirits of cannibal kings, cursed to feed forever on flesh. The first disappearances. An empty sleeping mat in a home, overturned bowls, and a trail of ashes leading out into the woods. A woman screams in the background. One by one, villagers vanished. First a drummer, then a child, then an entire family. Only ashes and carvings left behind. Introduction to Efua. A teenage girl with tribal beads and sharp eyes sits under a tree, staring out with silent intensity as children play behind her. Only one could see what others could not. Efua, the girl born under the ghost moon, marked by the gods of the third sight. She sees the Nunba. Efua's wide eyes reflect a hideous Nunba figure crawling along a rooftop, its mouth unhinged above a sleeping child. Through her eyes, the veil lifted. She saw the Nunba slip through shadows, whisper into dreams, and swallow the living whole. Her brother is taken. Efua running into an empty room, finding her brother's small flute lying on the floor, surrounded by a spiral of bones. When her brother vanished, leaving behind only his flute, Efua knew the time for silence had ended. Journey into the hills. Efua climbing the mist-covered Nunba hills, machete in hand, surrounded by thick jungle vines and ghostly wind. She climbed into forbidden hills, where no drums dared beat and no birds dared sing. The Chamber of Bones. Inside a cave glowing with unnatural red light, bones hanging from the ceiling, ancient murals drawn in blood, a boy sleeping in the center. There she found them, the Nunba's lair, walls painted with forgotten sins, and her brother trapped in a trance. The truth revealed. A towering Nunba, half-rotted but regal, points at Efua with a blood-dripping finger, surrounded by smaller spirits. "We were your fathers," the Nunba whispered, "cursed by gods for eating your children. Now we eat again." The ritual. Efua, eyes closed, pressing a bloodied hand against a carved stone idol, as flames erupt from the cave walls. Efua remembered the seer's words. She offered her blood, not in fear, but in defiance. The escape. Efua carrying her brother as the cave behind them collapses in a torrent of ash and fire, the Nunba shrieking within. With her brother in her arms, she ran from the fire, sealing the curse in stone and flame. The escape. Efua carrying her brother as the cave behind them collapses in a torrent of ash and fire, the Nunba shrieking within. With her brother in her arms, she ran from the fire, sealing the curse in stone and flame. The village's silence. Efua standing alone in the village square at dawn, everyone watching her in silence, fearful and awed. She returned a different girl, touched by death, feared by all, thanked by none. Final haunting shot. The jungle at night, wind blowing through trees, and a carved Nunba mask nailed to a tree trunk, watching. But on ghost moon nights, when the wind howls just right, the Nunba still whisper in the trees. Some stories are warnings, others are memories wrapped in whispers. If this tale haunted you, share it, for silence feeds the darkness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next tale beneath the shadows.